My name's Nobels. I'm a resident of Dodge Cove. I've lived here for 32 years, raised my children here, my wife and I, and we've made our home here, and we have every intention to live out the rest of our lives here. For many years, well, only until the most recent past, we in this country have sort of viewed our resources as something to benefit Canadians directly. And we created what was termed the Appurtancy clause, which meant that companies that came into a region had to process a portion of the resource that they were extracting in the region to provide employment, to provide taxation, to provide a number of things to the region as a whole. And that was the expectation. You would be given an opportunity to harvest this resource, and you in turn would give back to the community. A number of years ago, that issue of appurtency was dissolved, removed. The large global business structure found that an impediment and really didn't like to be constrained in those ways. So for the sake of globalization, our government removed those appurtency requirements, and as such, now we have all of our resources in this country being extracted and removed with very little secondary, if any, secondary processing. So we have no manufacturing jobs in this country. All we do is remove our resource as it is, put it into boats, and ship it offshore for someone else to have a job. I'm curious what this really ends up being for Canada as a whole. Yeah, somebody made a few dollars, but did we really create employment? Did we really generate what was expected by the Canadian people from our resource structure? I think it's time that we woke up and began to understand that we own these resources. These are our resources. Our governments tend to think of these resources as theirs. Well, no, these are the resources of the people of Canada. Our governments were elected to administer those resources in a responsible fashion. In my mind, that has not taken place. As a matter of fact, they've been extremely irresponsible. They have managed to get the least amount for this resource possible. We're giving it away. As a matter of fact, we're paying these people to come and take it. We're providing $116 million annually in this province to the gas sector as incentives. These are the richest people on the planet. What the hell are we doing? All right? We have the ability in this province to create a renewable resource structure. It's there. But are we creating any incentives for this? Are we providing things to take us in a direction that we know is sustainable and is the right thing to do? No, we're not. We continue to pump useless amounts of money from the taxpayer into the wealthiest companies on the planet. Why are we doing this? What is the end game here? I'm not sure anymore. But it's not good for my community. It's not good for the greater community of the region here. Who is this good for in the end? I'm not sure. Our government told us that there would be 100,000 jobs and $100 billion in revenue. Lies, complete and utter fabrications on the part of our own governments. These are the sorts of things that we're dealing with. And then when we speak up, we're vilified. We're the ones that are stopping the economy here. We're the ones that are the no people. Well, we're not no. We're yes. We're yes for salmon. We're yes for renewable resources. We're yes for people living in a comfortable and clean environment. Where are our rights in all of this? They seem to be disappearing quickly. The role of democracy no longer exists. We do business with every criminal and despot on this planet. Why? Why is that? Because crime pays. It pays very well. And unfortunately, many of our people have found that that's the best route to go if you want to line your pockets and make yourself wealthy. But there's no consideration for neighbors, no consideration for communities, no consideration for the people and the animals that live on this earth. At what point do we finally say enough is enough?